I actually have been accidentally avoiding taxes as an accident, like pure, it was a misunderstanding because I didn't pay for 2 years. So that's like an accumulative, I had interest fees. The amount of money I owed was more than what I had in my savings account and what I had in my normal account combined. Go to jail. Like, I'm so scared of going to jail. And during this time, now I can talk about it like super lightheartedly, but at that time, chat, I felt so stressed because I didn't have anyone. Like, I didn't have anyone to help me aside from like, I was literally living from the kind graces of my friend's dad.
Hello there, welcome back to the channel where we talk about stuff happening in the Vtuber world. Today we talk about Vshojo's Michi Mochievee. Michi Mochievee would go on stream to talk about how a certain company screwed her taxes up so much that she almost went to jail. I'm pretty sure we all know who Michi Mochievee was. In her previous life, she was Mika Melatika of Nijisanji ID, the Indonesia branch of Nijisanji. During Michi's time at Nijisanji, the company apparently messed up her taxes so much that the Indonesian government issued a warning to Michi Mochievee, saying if she didn't pay up, she would have to go to court. So what happened was there was a miscommunication. Michi Mochievee actually believed that Nijisanji was paying her taxes on her behalf, when that wasn't the case. Nijisanji was collecting her money to pay taxes to the Japanese government, when Michi assumed that Nijisanji was supposed to pay taxes to her Indonesian tax authority. Michi was completely unaware that she wasn't paying her taxes. It was only after her local government issued her a warning saying she didn't pay taxes for 2 years and added monthly interest fees to those taxes that Michi realized that she messed up. And I'm sure you're curious to hear what she has to say about the situation, so here you go.
Company files your taxes for you and they pay your taxes for you. That is a very, very common practice, right? Let's say they give you a fixed amount, like, okay, every month I will give you 500 USD, right? Every month I'll give you 500 USD, but I will take 10% out of that to pay for your taxes. Yeah, tapi tetap harus lapor. Yeah, but you still have to report it. You still have to report your taxes and everything, but you don't have to pay it outside of your own card. Like, the employer kind of sorts it out for you. I was very, very grateful that they offered to basically pay the taxes for me. Like, that was still an option, because that way I don't have to worry too much on, you know, like all the, like, I would rather overpay tax than underpay tax. Basically, for like 2 years, I never spent any money out of my own wallet to pay the tax. I did send I did file them, but I never really spent money because every month they took 10% anyways for my taxes, right? And like, that's what we discussed. And it was written even that it's like, oh yeah, they took money for taxes. It's not like, oh, it's just a verbal thing, you don't know if they did. They did. There's written proof that they did. I really spent any money out of my own wallet because it's already deducted, right? 2 years later, I got sent a letter from my local government that I have actually been avoiding taxes. And they were like, onto my ass. They were like, hey, by the way, you haven't paid your taxes in 2 years. And according to your report, you have earned a significant amount compared to your last paid taxes. And you are late by like 2 years, so we will have to add interest fees. And that's when I start shitting myself a little bit, because I was like, what do you mean I haven't paid? I have paid. And what? And in the paper it said, if you do not sort your shit in a week, we will have to bring you to court. And as you can tell, I am insanely paranoid. Like, I am very, very paranoid about going to jail. I'm very paranoid of money. So now, the fact that it's money and jail, I shat myself. Like, I had such a mental mind break, dude. I freaked out so hard. But at that time, I was like, oh, it's probably a misunderstanding, right? Like, maybe it's a misunderstanding. So I contacted, like, one of my friends' dad is a lawyer, so I asked them for advice. I was like, hey, what should I do? I'm pretty sure it's a misunderstanding. I know I've paid my taxes. I have proof that I got, like, money deducted every month, specifically under the category of tax. So I know I have. I'm a good law-abiding citizen. and my track record's clean. So I was so fucking scared, dude. And to be fair, no one really made me aware of this either. But I don't know if I'm not blaming anyone. I'm not pointing fingers. If anything, I did blame myself for not researching. But apparently, those are not my taxes. Those are their taxes. Until today, I still don't get it fully, so I'm not gonna go deep into it. I didn't get it. Like, I was a bit confused, but I was like, wait, if that's the case, then why are you taking it from my cut? So I was like, I don't know, I don't get it. I asked and they didn't really respond, so I was like, okay, whatever. That I actually have been accidentally avoiding taxes as an accident, like pure. It was a misunderstanding, I guess, from my part, and the issue is because I didn't pay for 2 years, so that's like an accumulative sum of 2 years, and I also was late by a year and 1 to 2 years. I had interest fees. The amount of money I owed was more than what I had in my savings account and what I had in my normal account combined. I couldn't pay. Not because I didn't want to. I did not have that money anymore, right? It's been years and there's interest fees, and the interest fees is monthly. So I was like, shit, I'm fucked. Like, I didn't have any cash. I literally do not have cash. So I shat myself. People, I was like, hey, can you help me, like, you know, hook me up with an accountant maybe? Or like an actual lawyer, like a lawyer and an accountant. I need help because I've never been in this situation before. Like, I've always been so good at preventing it. So I was like, I need help to, you know, do you have any contacts, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, no. They're like, no, sorry. Like, good luck, though. So I spent literally the whole day contacting as many people as I could. Thankfully, though, like, I'm so grateful. My friend's dad, he doesn't know, like, he's a lawyer, but not for this. So he connected me to his firm buddies. So I got help. Oh, thank God. I'm so grateful for my friend's dad until today. He basically hooked me up with his firm buddies, and one of his firm buddies has an accountant. So I explained everything. Like, I ran over to their place and I explained everything in details. Like, here's the issue. Like, here's all the proof to show you that I'm not lying. Like, I'm not trying to evade the taxes on purpose. It's a misunderstanding. I thought that this percentage that they take from my income was for my taxes. Right? Because all they wrote was tax. But I didn't know that it was not for my taxes, but for their taxes. I don't fucking know. I don't get it. This is what they said. I don't understand. I don't know what to do. I'm freaking out. Contacted the government and they explained my situation. And I was like, listen, I don't care if I have to, like, spend money over time. I just don't want to go to jail. Like, I'm so scared of going to jail. And during this time, now I can talk about it, like, super lightheartedly. But at that time, chat, I felt so stressed because I didn't have anyone. Like, I didn't have anyone to help me aside from, like, I was literally living from the kind graces of my friend's dad. And it's not like I was best friends with this person. It's just like my friend's dad, a person that I used to know, dad. Like, that. We did get some leniency. So the government did accept the fact that, like, okay, maybe this was a misunderstanding on my part. Like, the fact that, like, my record was clean, I guess, helped a lot in the situation, because they're like, okay, we did research on, like, your past and your history. You've never really had any problems with the law, and you've always, like, filed your taxes properly, so we believe that this is a misunderstanding. However, you still do owe the money. So the most they could do is they removed all interest fees. So I didn't have to pay the overwhelming interest fee. And when I tell you the interest fee was insane, it was 150% more than what I owe them. Like, if I owe them $50, I had to pay $150. $100 was, like, genuinely just interest. Like, it was so bad because I've been, you know, I haven't paid for like 2 years. So I guess that's why, like, it accumulated so much. I think that was the first time I genuinely, like, realized that I was breathing. Because I was all alone. No one could have helped me. I didn't know anyone that could help me. The only people that could, I don't even know who they are. And I could still pay it. But the thing is, chat, it was so much. For that time, like, I think for 6 months after that happened, I was so, like, scared. I tried my best not to act scared or anything, but I was so scared because I did not have health insurance. I had to liquefy all my insurance, my life insurance, health insurance. I didn't have any savings, and I literally only had like $300 left. After I liquefied everything, I only had $300 left because I have a lot of health problems, right? And having health insurance is something that, like, it just gives me a lot of peace in my heart to know that, like, in case something bad happens and I have to go into surgery, I'm not going to go into debt, right? So I was so scared, and the fact that I had to, like, liquefy everything I had to pay this, I felt so scared for the next 6 months. I think that genuinely affected me so much because I was like, oh my god, I'm literally walking on the thinnest rope right now. Like, one fuck up and I'm done. Like, for those 6 months, every time I got sick, I literally was like, no, I can't afford to be sick. Unironically, I cannot afford to be sick. I don't have shit. To any of my checkups, I couldn't go into my therapy either. But thankfully, my therapist understood my situation, so they didn't charge me for the therapy bills. They only charged me for the meds. He's so nice. Like, he knows me already, so he's like, it's fine. Like, we'll just give you a prescription until you can, as long as you're okay. You know, like, as long as you're fine. I had a really hard time breathing. Like, I don't know why, but I had a really hard time breathing, but I couldn't go to the hospital. So, like, I just had to keep wheezing. Like, I just be like, like that for like a couple of weeks. And then it went away, thankfully. I took like pain meds. That's kind of it. I don't know if it was an anxiety attack or like, I don't know, but it was so long. But yeah, good old times. At least you learn, you know? I feel like during that time, I matured so fast. Like, I thought I was mature back then, but because of all that issue, I matured like so fast. Like, instantly matured.
Disturbing.
Thank you for the gifted!
You got scammed, as there is no way you should be paying company taxes. I'm glad you got out of this situation now and all better.
Yeah! I felt kind of bad a little bit because before I went to Vshojo, I had to ask them like in details, like, okay, what do you cover? What do you not cover? Just so then there's no more misunderstandings.
Moving on, we talk about Love-chan. This is a VTuber that works at the Kizuna Eye company, the same company that kicked out Kizuna Eye not too long ago, because the company is struggling with a lot of things. They bet all their money on the Kizuna Elil's project anime, and that failed really badly. Love-chan used to be active during the Kizuna Eye era. You can see her here on her channel. Kizuna Eye's company would put out an announcement telling everyone that Love-chan was graduating. The company would say, we would like to announce that our virtual talent Love-chan will graduate from Kizuna Eye Inc. on May 2nd, 2024 and become an independent virtual talent. Upon discussing with Love-chan about future activities, we came to an agreement that making this decision would be the best option for both parties. We love and respect Love-chan, who has been working on creating a place for everyone in the world and a place for you. Our top priority is to ensure that Love-chan can continue her activities in the future. Therefore, we will transfer the YouTube channel and various social media accounts we have managed until now to Love-chan. Love-chan's official website will close on April 30th, and Love-chan's official booth will close on May 31st. That's actually a good thing. They're actually giving Love-chan a channel. This is good. This is good. It's not like the other companies that just take away your channel when you leave. This is a good situation for Love-chan. Not so much for the company because they are running into several problems where they have to let people go. But for Love-chan, this is a good situation. It's still sad that she's leaving the company, yeah. But at least she gets to keep her fans. On May 2nd, 2024 at 9 p.m, Love-chan will hold her last live music concert as a member of our company. The concert, titled Love-chan Rebirth a Live Metamorphose, will be streamed for free on Love channel on YouTube. We will also reveal the name of Love-chan's new activities during the live performance. Kizuna Eye Inc. will continue to support Love-chan, and we look forward to working with her in the future. We would like to thank everyone, and we ask for your continued support in the future. We apologize for the sudden notice and look forward to your continued support for Love-chan and Kizuna Eye Inc. Love-chan would react to our company's announcement saying Love-chan will be a solo artist. I hope to be able to talk more about the details in a live stream starting at 8 p.m. tonight. If any of you are interested in watching Love-chan's Last Hurrah, you can check it out on her channel on the 2nd of May next month. We now take a look at our Fishman CEO, Stakana. our favorite coffee maker and warehouse maniac has decided to sponsor the Off-Kai Expo, a convention made by fans of VTubers, for VTubers and their fans. Off-Kai Expo would say, vendors, Face Connect's got you covered. If you're vending at Off-Kai Gen 3, you'll be refunded your booth and table fee in a couple of weeks. No action required. Please give a big thanks to Face Connect for supporting this year's vendors. We have Off-Kai Expo's official announcement right here. We are pleased to announce that in addition to their sponsorship of Off-Kai Expo's 2024's vendor hall, Face Connect has generously covered the booth and table costs for all vendors in the hall. We would like to express our sincere gratitude to Face Connect for their support of Off-Kai Expo and our artists and vendors. What the Face Connect CEO Sakanai has done is amazing, because by covering the table costs, he's basically helping every artist appearing at Off-Kai Expo to make a profit, because they don't need to pay for the table fees anymore. This is a very popular move, and the VTuber community is very happy with what Sakanai has done. We have V4 Mirai's Maria saying, "This is so awesome. Thank you for supporting artists. Face Connect love." We have Flipsy saying, "I can't believe a coffee company is sponsoring an anime convention." Azehara would say, "Very nice." Block would say, "Incredible." Another VTuber would say, Chad Fishman, "Great to see a small coffee company take interest in VTubers and supporting artists." We now have Face Connect announcing some amazing developments. Earlier, Face Connect would tease that they had a collaboration with Spawn. Face Connect are following up with their tease by announcing the disappearance of Pippa and Tenma, which you can see on the main stage of Off-Kai Expo Gen 3. That's it for the video. Thank you for coming. Thank you for listening. This is Terry Nebula signing out.